Hello YouTube, it's Keith Kevin Kent. How you doing? It's Kevin. It's time again for our knife of the day. I'm going through my collection knife by knife, day by day, and we're starting with the Spyderco discontinued knives, and then we're moving forward through it all. It'll probably take a year and a half, I figure. Today's knife is from a Hall of Fame knife maker, Bob Tazula. This is the Spyderco Starmate. It's discontinued. This is not the original Starmate. They came out with a new and improved Starmate. The first one really was revolutionary in its time, given that it's a production knife. And then they came out with the second one, and this is it. Earlier on in this series, I did another Bob Tazula. Actually, I did two other Bob Tazula knives. One was a slip joint. The other was a double bevel. And I think that this Spyderco Starmate, it reminds me of the double bevel. Not how it looks, but how it's built. Remember, this is a production knife. It's not fancy. This is one of those knives just like the double bevel. And you can check that out. It's on the playlist, the Knife of the Day playlist on this channel. I would love to see this knife in a carbon fiber. I think the only thing that doesn't make this one of my top knives is the handle. Now, when they released this, it wasn't an inexpensive knife. But I'll tell you, it is a really solid knife. So let's talk about it. The blade from Bob Tazula and Spyderco is a 3.75 inch blade. It's a long blade. Saber ground blade. I love how they took off and it made it look great with the swedges at the top. They just made it wonderful. This is an older knife. It is still as sharp as can be right out of the box. Spyderco is very good at that. VG10 steel. It's 8.7 inches long if I just hold it open. And again, I said that it's 3.75 inches, 3 3/4 inches long, about a 3.5 inches when you take off. You know, that's the cutting edge when you take off the bottom of the blade. But it's really nice. Little bit of jimping right there early on. I like how they kind of flatten on top of the Spyderco hole. So you can get a little purchase there as well. But man, it's smooth. It's just so well done. Again, this is the shape of the Bob Tazula custom knives. I don't own one, but I would. Yes, they're expensive, but they look so nice. And I think the design to me is not outrageous. It's a wonderful design. And usually with the customs, it's that handle that makes it great. I think Spyderco used Black G10 to cut down on pricing on this because it would have really gotten out of whack. And I think one reason it's discontinued is because it looks like it's nothing super special until you put it in your hands. It's really nice. See-through construction, skeletonized stainless steel liners. The weight is 4.9 ounces, just under 5 ounces, but it feels so balanced. It really does. That frame lock is just butter. I mean, it's literally is butter. It just, the whole action is great. The clip is 4-way clip, up, down, left, right. And the clip is one of those big Spyderco clips that cover the lanyard hole on both sides when it's tip up, cover the pivot when it's tipped down. I have to tell you, if you find one of these and it's in great condition and a decent price, get it. I think when you look at it right now and you go, okay, Kevin, what's so special about it? I mean, I get that it's a Tazula and that's great, But what else is special about it? You have to have it in your hands. It's a perfect EDC knife. It's perfect if you want it as a tactical knife. It's just an all-around knife. And I think they did a great job with the balance and the handling of it. But I agree with you. I think if this was, and who knows, Spyderco may bring it back. But if there was a sprint run with better scales, I'd go crazy over it. Again, this is the knife of the day. It's discontinued as we continue to go through my collection knife by knife, day by day. And I'm comparing it with the Endura and with the military. So you can see it's a good sized knife. Real thin profile too. You know, I talk about that handle, but they really kept it thin. And it feels nice and thin in the hand. There you have it. VG10 steel, 3.75 inch blade, 4.9 ounces, clip 4-way. That, my friends, is the knife of the day. It's the Spyderco Starmate. Spyderco's collaboration with Hall of Fame custom knife maker Bob Terzula. Go check out the other two Bob Terzula knives that are discontinued that I had earlier on in this series. You guys have a perfect day. Don't forget to thumb it up. If you like this series, let me know. It's like a clap for me. It really is. So like it, share it, let people know that this crazy guy is going through his collection one knife at a time. Don't worry, it's not just a Spyderco series. Trust me, we're going to get into some Chris Reeve knives, browse blade knives, some customs, case knives, Striders, Hinderers. It's a big collection, so stick around and subscribe. We're still going for that 2,000 subscriber goal. And don't forget to turn on your notifications. Hey, you guys, you have a perfect day. Keep those pockets full. Goodbye.